Hey everyone, I'm Dave, and this is What's for Lunch. Oh yeah!
Today for lunch we have cheesy broccoli stuffed chicken with brown almond rice.
Broccoli cheese stuffed chicken with brown almond rice. Can barely wait to get this one going. Besides a friend, because this one is made for two, you're going to need 2 large chicken breasts. You need roughly 1.5 cups of broccoli, along with half of a red bell pepper. You're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika and a full teaspoon of garlic powder. You need a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of butter, a cup of brown rice, 2/3 cup of cheddar cheese, and 1/4 cup of sliced almonds, in addition to our staples, salt, pepper, and olive oil. We're also going to need a small frying pan, a large frying pan, a small pot, a baking sheet, some tin foil, and some toothpicks. Let's get to it! The first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 425 degrees. Now we're going to chop our broccoli into smaller florets and seed and dice our pepper. So to dice your pepper, just slice it up into thin strips, group them all together, and then just chop it down perpendicularly. To turn your broccoli into chopped florets, take off the stems and discard, and then just slice them. The broccoli tends to naturally break up further. Now we're going to get our chicken into a position to be stuffed. So we're going to take the chicken, cut it lengthwise in half. I'm going to cut it just a little bit short of the edges so I don't completely open it up. Then we'll season each side with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and smoked paprika, and set it aside until we prepare the filling. You have to do this very carefully. Be careful not to cut it all the way through. Now we're going to prepare the filling. Start with the vegetables, put them in a bowl, then add your cheddar cheese and your mayonnaise and stir it all up. Stir it until it is well mixed, then add your salt and pepper and stir once more. Back over with the chicken, it's stuffing time. Now what you're going to want to do is gently lift up an edge of each chicken breast and fill the cavity with as much of the filling as you can fit. You don't want to put more than half of it in one, but you do want to stuff it full. Then we will tie it down, if you will, with toothpicks. It's okay if they're not fully sealed. You just want to get them sealed as much as possible. Alright, they're ready to be seared. Alright, sear time. You're going to want to take a fairly large pan, put it on the stove, and turn your heat on to medium-high. We're going to want to let the pan get a little hot first, and then we're going to put a tablespoon of olive oil in it before putting in the chicken. Okay, the pan's hot enough now, so I'm going to add the olive oil and then the chicken. That sound is a good indication that the pan was hot enough to do an effective sear. Okay, so we'll take our chicken, pop it in the oven, and set the timer for 16 minutes. Now cooking the rice is going to be a two-pan operation. We're going to have one small frying pan cooking the almonds, and then another one boiling the water, which will be used for the rice. We're going to put about half a tablespoon of olive oil in with the almonds. You want to stay vigilant of the almonds. You want to move them around frequently. Notice any fragrance of almond and notice any browning of the almonds because it can go from brown to dark brown to black very quickly. As soon as they start to brown fairly well, remove them from heat. I'm putting a lid on the pot to help it boil faster. Okay, the almonds are starting to brown and starting to become fragrant, so I know I'm almost finished cooking them. Okay, that's it. I'm calling it for the almonds. I'm going to even take them out of the pan because they can burn while sitting in the pan because the pan is still hot. Let's see how the boiling is going. Okay, the water is boiling, so at this time we're going to add our rice and reduce the heat to medium-low. Put the lid back on and let it simmer. This is a good time to wash those pans, wash your cutting board, clean any surfaces so that when the cooking is done, you're done. All right, let's check in with the rice here. All right, the rice is definitely almost done. When most of that water gets absorbed, your rice will be pretty much done. It's a good idea to taste test your rice to see if it is actually cooked through. All right, yep, we're done. Let's turn it off. We'll add the butter and the almonds and stir it up. Alright guys, I am hungry and this is going to be great. Just don't forget to take your toothpicks out.
The scrumptious, cheesy broccoli stuffed chicken with browned almond rice can be yours for an estimated 694 calories.
Alright, toothpicks out. Now it's lunchtime.